General Sudhakar ji, we were speaking about the foreign policy and how is that going to be impacting India, whether it was the Democrat who was coming to power or the Republican.
Megha, good morning. Thank you so much. Coming straight to the question that you are asking, as far as the foreign policy goes, the foreign policy will be driven by the national interest of US. Trade tariffs, regardless whether it is Democrat or the Republicans, will continue to be extended. Number two, there will be a dominance in the technology, and accordingly the regulations will carry out, will be undertaken. But all these will be predominated by one factor, that is the China factor. The National Security Strategy Doctrine, which is a bipartisan document which came out in October, November 2022, will prevail, and all effort of USA is going to be oriented towards containing China and also competing with China and making China remain in communication in times of crisis or otherwise.
Okay.
Essentially, the factor will be driven by yet another. Here is a division between the Democrat and the Republicans. When it comes to Taiwan issue, I don't see any chance or any signature indications of the Republicans coming in favor of Taiwan. Whether the Democrats will continue to extend the policy that the policy of ambiguity, Taiwan Act, which was signed way back in 70s, they will continue to respect that. And as regards to Ukraine, Democrats will continue to have that objective in the mind to win, to secure a very clear-cut, demarcated victory over the Russians, which is a well-nigh impossible objective. Whereas if the Republican, that is the Trump comes, he will bring the conflict to some kind of a ceasefire and thereafter leading to absolute closure of the conflict. Whereas when it comes to the Middle East, I personally feel, my take is that at the moment, Kamala Harris is indecisive. There is a lack of clarity in her mind. She doesn't know how to extend or implement the foreign policy. However, Donald Trump seems to be very clear and very definitive about the course of action that he would be taking if he becomes a president. And that is nothing but to strike Iran and at its nuclear assets, at the energy centers, and the centers of excellence, which are gradually turning its economy into a favorable status. Earlier, if you recall, Megha, the inflation rate in Iran had gone up to touching almost about 50%. Now there is a gradual improvement. It is touching now 30-31%. So likewise, the main target of Donald Trump would be striking Iran and actually bringing the head of the octopus doctrine. Octopus head is to be hammered nice and properly to weaken it, not to defeat or decimate it. And also the tentacles. There are 4 tentacles. The Houthis, the Hamas, the Hezbollah.
Right.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.